scenes part of that. I had somebody tell me when I started teaching, look, don't read those notes.
It's not worth it.
No, it's going to mess you up to see what these kids are writing to each other. I had a friend
Oh
who
my gosh.
Really?
I went to college with, and he got a note from a 9th grade girl, and he was like, I should not have read this.
What?
These are not things that 9th grade girls should be talking about or doing.
What?
I
Yeah,
didn't
so
wanna know.
I would take them and
Just shred them.
yeah.
We were talking about Jannelle's sister who loves Washington, D.C., who's
She lives there.
a big-time reporter there
Yeah, she is.
on a
And
local
her-
news station.
Yeah.
But residents there have been pretty frustrated lately because of the lockdown. They can't do anything.
She is irritated with that. And the fact, I mean, she's finally back from Philly in D.C. The inauguration would have been like her thing. You know, and the way things were just changed
So
and
she went
locked
from
down.
Philly to DC. So she was from Philadelphia, born and raised in a playground where she spent most of her days
He's trying to hold it.
showing out Max. Oh no, that's right. She's from Rhode Island. I forgot.
What is
Rhode
wrong
Island.
with you? Rhode Island is the bomb. Have you been to Rhode Island?
Has anyone besides her ever said that?
I think I tripped over Rhode Island once.
President
I remember as a
Kennedy's
kid we
house
drove
is there.
through and we were like, there it was.
Hey, listen. Any place where the Kennedys live, I'm
Thank
taking
you.
the long way around. I don't want to go
Seriously?
anywhere near that compound.
It's all about their ocean,
But
the ocean.
have you ever heard anyone else say, you haven't been to Rhode Island? It's the bomb.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
What would I do there?
It's amazing.
What?
See if I could walk
You
through it
would
in a
meet.
day?
You would meet my family there. You
You
would go
could
to
walk.
the Dominican festival. Woo! We got a Dominican festival.
That bell
I
didn't
know. I know.
celebrate very well.
Yay, Bell!
It's Rhode Island.
Whatever. Oh my god.
How many streets are in Rhode Island? Is it more than 10? Less
Really?
than
Do
10.
you guys have
I
a
will
stoplight?
tell you that if you're in Connecticut and you drive all the way north to get to Massachusetts, it takes you 45 minutes.
You know how you get to New Hampshire?
That's little.
You drive towards Rhode Island until you smell it, and then you turn left when you step out. That's how you get to New Hampshire.
Do you like New Hampshire?
I do like New Hampshire. Yeah.
There's so many like states though where it applies like Rhode Island. It's like, you haven't been to South Dakota?
No, really, you got to
You
go to South
haven't been
Dakota.
to Idaho?
Have you been to South Dakota?
No.
You got to go.
So the Badlands or whatever.
The
yeah.
Badlands are horrible. Don't go there.
They're bad, actually.
They're bad. There's like 2 hikes. We were doing a hike in the Badlands. Yeah, this is the Badlands. So I'm with my wife in the Badlands, and my friend says, you got to do this hike. It's the greatest. So we're like stuck in this little valley. It had rained a couple days before, so there's these big pools of water in there.
Charles. Sorry, somebody's misbehaving. Go
We're
ahead.
about to walk through this big pool of water, and I noticed there's 4 dead rats floating in it. So my wife says, I'm not walking through that. So I'm carrying my wife. I got a pack on. I'm thinking, don't go to the Badlands. But Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore's beautiful.
You gotta go. I've always wanted to see it. I always wanted to see it. And I was shocked at how beautiful Mount Rushmore is. Shocked.
What's the Rhode Island equivalent of Mount Rushmore?
There is.
The ocean. The ocean's amazing.
It's like, you haven't been to Iowa? I mean, they got Des Moines.
Yes! It's
You
Newport.
haven't been to Des Moines?
The Newport Mansions.
It's
the
the
Breakers.
bomb.
Have you ever seen the Breakers?
Everybody goes there on vacation.
To Iowa!
You guys.
Where are you going on vacation? I'm going to Ames, Iowa. It's the bomb.
Now, they do have the ocean. I mean,
Thank
the
you. It's
ocean is beautiful.
amazing.
It's not theirs.
Well,
It's not theirs. Other states have the ocean, Dave.
yeah. Yes.
What are you doing in Minnesota?
Have I ever claimed it's the bomb?
Oh, it is a bomb.
They're playing hockey, eh?
I have not. That's Canada. Thank you.
How long are the lakes frozen in Minnesota?
Thank
Probably
you.
through July.
Thank you, Matt. Cold and
But
boring.
have I ever claimed it's the
It
bomb?
is the bomb. Hey,
I've
it's
never
whatever I
claimed
say.
So football players, when we recruit a football player, I say, well, why did you go to USC? He said, well, I had a choice to go to Minnesota. And they said, you can come up here where all the girls are pasty white and wear big heavy coats. Or you could go to Southern California where we're all playing Frisbee on the quad. Southern California.
There was something about spring at a Minnesota university where suddenly you go, where did all these girls come from?
Yeah, they were all wearing big, puffy, heavy coats. Oh, you didn't even know. And
Winter
everybody's
hats
sitting
and-
in their dorm room. And like, I
Yeah.
can't go out. It's dark at 3:15.
Hello, Daniel, Mike, Miss Anita's here. Mike says, since Ron played the Polish Power
Yes.
song, I've got it in my head, so I'll be hearing it all day.
Aunt Twee is back.
Yes.
Hello, Aunt Twee.
Gary's here. Daniel.
Gary was here yesterday.
Yes.
Gary.
Team Bryant. Here in the flesh. And we decided that since no one from Team Jannelle has ever actually been here, we questioned whether these people actually exist.
They're probably Russian bots.
Yes, they are Russian. They're Russian people trying to mess with us.
Yes.
Trying to disrupt
just
Team
like
Right.
they did in the election of 2016. Russian bots everywhere.
Okay, so Daniel says, can we talk more about the 1031 exchanges? It was my understanding that they're just a way to avoid paying taxes on your profits since they are an exchange of similar property, albeit not similarly valued.
This is true. So you own a piece of commercial real estate, and you're going to sell that piece of commercial real estate. You have to use a qualified intermediary as your transfer agent or your title company, and then you have to identify another property, a like property, within a certain amount of time. I think it's 90 days, and then it has to be reinvested within 6 months. But what you're doing is you're not taking the profit out to spend it. You're reinvesting it in another piece of like property. And what that encourages people to do is upgrade their property. So there's a lot of sales that way. It keeps money moving, people employed. It's a good tax law because you're not really taking the money out of real estate. You're reinvesting it. Now, if you pay less for the property that you're buying, there could be a tax. It's called boot. If you're paying more, there's a lot of rules and regulations that, as far as the leverage goes in the property, has to be like. But it's a great tax law. It's something that industries are based on, and it's created a lot of real estate movement over the years because it allows people to upgrade their properties.
I want to say hello to Sarah and, Sarah and Nancy. You guys are awesome. Charles is misbehaving. Charles is like, ain't nobody ever said, I want to go to Rhode Island. And then he said, there's like ocean everywhere.
Not in Ohio.
Good. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
all these people from Team
And then
Jannelle,
y'all call the lake a beach? That is so whack.
all these people on Team Jannelle who are arbitrarily defending her just because you like her.
Nope, it's true.
And you're going, Rhode Island.
Thank
beautiful,
you.
Rhode Island's great. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a choice. Dave's gonna pay for a vacation for you. Notice
Nancy said Newport. Sarah said Rhode
Hold on.
Island's beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, so you have a choice for your vacation. You could go to Southern California, like let's just say Los Angeles.
That's dumb. We're not going
You
to
could
compare.
go to Nashville, Tennessee. You could go to
West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach.
Compared to Minnesota.
Go to Orlando.
Rhode Island versus Minnesota.
You could go to Austin,
Thank you.
Texas.
Thank you.
You could go to Phoenix, Arizona.
Thank you.
Or you can go to Providence. How many people are going to pick Providence?
Have a nice time in Providence.
Oh, goodness.
No one is going to pick that.
You don't know
4
that.
city streets,
You don't know that.
2 stoplights.
Oh my goodness. Aunt Tweety
thrift
says,
store.
hey now, Minnesota has the Mall of America. It's the bomb too.
She's Aunt Tweet's from Minnesota. I mean, not originally from Minnesota, but she lives in Minnesota right now. I love Minnesota, but I'm not going to claim it's better than Southern California
Well,
to go on a vacation.
So we have a lot of our athletes will train in Orange County, right? So we're down in San Diego area and everything. And we're down there, we're having dinner
Oh
on the
my
ocean one
gosh.
night. And I'm like,
Can I just
why
say
do
that-
we live anywhere else? Why,
It's
why do we
so
live
beautiful.
anywhere else?
Nancy says, I'm not a bot. And then somebody responded, Charles says, that's what a Russian bot would say.
I love Charles.
Russian bots, they're always defending themselves.
I love Charles. Is so funny. And he did not call you Big Jannelle. Stop blaming him for that.
Whatever, Charles. I
Big
don't know
time,
about you no
Jannelle,
more.
Big time.
I think it was Weems. He hasn't been around in a while since he
It
called
was
you Big.
Weems. It was Weems.
He's disappeared.
Gary says it was
The Russians got him.
It was really a great experience meeting everybody yesterday. Unforgettable. Talking online is going to take me some practice. Talking with Kelly and Ron and learning their hard work in making this possible. I'm sure I'll be back another visit.
Oh, Gary.
maybe
Oh,
you will be.
Gary.
Probably.
Daniel says Ohio's a bad state in general, but having access to the ocean does make you a good state. Thank you. You know what? I feel claustrophobic here. It's like we're in the middle. When you're in Rhode Island, it's like, it's like open.
You ever heard of the Great Lakes? You ever heard of that?
No, that's like, oh my gosh, are you serious?
You're going to hate on the Great Lakes. Though.
Are you serious? The ocean? The ocean.
Have you been to any of the Great Lakes?
Yeah, she's been to
Yeah.
my house. I live on a Great Lake.
Thank
She
you.
apparently didn't like the experience.
She doesn't like my house. It's my house.
It must have been the house.
Charles
the
says,
dogs.
Charles says, I still love you, Jannelle. Well, you know, I know how to befriend people that are not nice. And to
Or
Ryan.
are wrong.
Or are wrong. Thank
And
you.
Charles said he'd pick any of those places before Rhode Island. Like if someone said, you could go on a free trip to Providence, I'd go like, I don't know, I'm kind of busy. Like
I got a thing.
I mean, I could go to a restaurant here. I don't need to go to
Now,
Providence.
somebody said Ohio's a bad state. I would have to disagree. I've lived in Ohio longer than Rhode Island, and I love Ohio. Cleveland's amazing. The only thing I got with Ohio is, what is up with the sun? I cannot get over that. Like in Rhode Island, it'll be
It's
cold.
a giant ball. It's like a
No,
star.
dude.
Heats
Like
the
it'll be
universe.
cold in Rhode Island and it'll be snowing, but you
Galaxy.
see the sun a lot. That's really frustrating. Can
I
y'all
forgot
do
about that. I'm not
something?
in charge of that. but-
Yeah, you know, Denver has like 320 sunshiny days a year. And so you go out there in the winter and there's snow, but the sun is still really bright and shining.
Yes, thank you. It's a big
Here it's like-
difference.
When I was in Hawaii, it turns out that there were 13 straight days of no sunshine.
Oh, really?
That's
Goodness sakes.
messed up.
I didn't notice.
We should have mentioned that. Honolulu or Providence. And Sarah's claiming she's going to pick Providence.
Sarah
No,
says,
no, no.
actually, my daughter does beg to visit the Mall of America. I pick Providence. Providence is beautiful. The houses are amazing.
Of all the places in America you can go, you pick Providence
Providence
first?
is beautiful.
No, I'd be going to a luau.
I guess if you want to start with the bar real low so everything just
Thank
keeps
you,
getting better,
Daniel.
that would make
Ohio
sense,
has
Dave.
the worst Great Lake. The one that I like the most that I've seen is Michigan.
Well, this is the thing about Lake Erie is it's way warmer because it's far shallower. It's the shallowest of the Great Lakes.
Who's cheering for Lake Huron? Who's cheering for that lake?
I went fishing
Michigan's
on Lake Superior
beautiful.
one time and we caught,
Michigan.
we were catching lake salmon.
Yes.
They're like 60 pounds. I mean, you were sitting in a chair.
Yes. I did that on Lake Michigan. We caught, it's coho salmon, they're called?
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
Delicious.
Delish. But Lake Erie's nice to swim in because it's way warmer. Lake Michigan's like 62
Thank you,
degrees.
Kimberly, for agreeing. Lake Michigan is beautiful. That's where I want to go next, actually. Daniel says, I would pick Providence
you'd hate
over
the Great
Hawaii.
Lakes.
Hawaii is very expensive to hang out. Thank you.
Wait.
Thank
Hawaii?
you, Daniel.
What do you say?
Hawaii is too expensive. You
Your
would pick
Russian
Providence.
bots clearly suck at geography.
Hawaii is pretty expensive.
Thank you.
You got to have a Costco membership in Hawaii because gas is like 75 cents cheaper there than anywhere else. And the prices at Costco here are essentially the same there.
So now, wouldn't Russian bots struggle a bit with geography and therefore they would cheer for a place like Rhode Island?
Especially a Russian bot because
They're like, I like
Russians,
islands.
yeah, I like cold. They like the cold. They're probably in Siberia right now in a prison camp.
But they might think it's actually an island, which sounds attractive. So they'd be like, oh, we love islands here in Russia.
Sarah says, I didn't say I pick
And
it
snow.
first. I just pick all of New England over. Yeah, New England is the bomb. Also, could Dave remind us the name of his podcast? Several people have been asking this.
Financial Revelations. Financial Revelations. It's on, the best place to find it is on YouTube. Or what's that other place, Brian, that I always, Libsyn,
Oh, yeah.
Libsyn, whatever. I don't know.
You don't know. People your age don't
YouTube.
know.
Go to YouTube,
No,
Financial
you
Revelations there. We
didn't.
just taped one yesterday, and we answered some listener questions about investment strategy with the new administration and a retirement planning question. It's every week. Send in your questions. Every week.
Charles says it reminds them of the Black Sea. That's in Russia.
Yes.
All right, my people. Do you guys have any other questions?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Why are you like this?
All I know,
Why are you like this?
Does
Wow.
Len know this about you?
Oh, my goodness.
all I know is that Tim Kelly's starting.
Team
Oh.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Team Kelly.
I will say,
Those are
though,
Chinese
I'm
bots,
glad
but-
that you agree that New Hampshire is amazing. I love New Hampshire. It's like...
We go
so
skiing there,
beautiful.
Loon Mountain.
I told you there's mountains in New Hampshire.
Oh, huge mountain.
Thank
Do you
you.
see what she
Thank
threatened?
you.
With
I
violence.
came back with
Threatened
from with no. Len and I went to New Hampshire. We climbed a mountain. It took us forever. He said I didn't climb a mountain. There's no mountains in New Hampshire because they're all in Colorado. He said.
Now, it's not Western skiing, but it's...
When you've been to Switzerland and then you call a
But
mountain
that's not
in
how
New
you
Hampshire
do
a mountain,
that.
you just kind of go,
So that's
It's what
like
you got. It's what you
thank you.
it's a large hill.
got. No, there's mountains in New Hampshire.
Thank you. New Hampshire's
all
amazing. See
Did
that?
you ski in Switzerland?
Do you see what she does? Watch. Here's how I respond to
Daniel,
her
New
violence.
Hampshire is
Here's how I respond.
amazing. I love New Hampshire.
Oh, I just responded. Right there. This one now. Thank you.
Whatever.
Did you ski in Switzerland?
Oh,
No.
please.
But I went up the Jungfrau. You ever heard of that?
Yes, I have one at my house, actually. A Jungfrau.
No,
I don't
it's
know what it is.
it's the highest train station in the world in altitude.
Uh-huh.
You take a train, one of those cog trains that kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
climbs,
yeah, yeah.
and it takes forever. You go way up to the top, and
Uh-huh.
then you go to the top of the mountain, Jungfrau.
All right, we gotta go. You guys want to say hi to everybody?
Hi to all the Russian bots who are supporting Jannelle today.
I'm an American.
Whatever.
Team Brian,
Nancy,
great to have you back.
Sarah, Daniel, Love's got my back. Charles, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Where's Team Ski?
I don't know what's wrong with
We
you.
need Team Ski.
Right.
Team
All right.
Ski.
Brian, we gotta go.
At
Press
first
the
I was
button.
like,
Brian,
what
press
are
the
we talking
button.
about skiing for?
Press the button, Brian.
What do you think you're in charge of me for? Hold on.
I am in charge. I'm in charge. Thank you. What are you doing? Really?
And he's left-handed, too.
I know. Oh, got you. That was awesome. That's right.